This is a response to Painted Ravensong, and I think I might have discussed this actually in an earlier video, but I thought I would make a video response anyway. So, she was talking about how her life has changed since the stay at home, shelter in place, quarantine thing. I never really know what to call it. I'm gonna go with quarantine temporarily because it's just shorter and easier to say. Anyway, so I guess I should start with the fact that I'm disabled, so I don't have a job, meaning my daily routine hasn't changed much at all. I do go out less, obviously. I only go out for groceries, or I won't lie, sometimes I go out and get in my car and just drive to a nearby, like, parking lot or something, nearby store location, and just sit there and steal the Wi-Fi from a local restaurant. Just to be outside and out of the house. Apartment. Therein lies the problem, actually, is that being quarantined in a high-rise apartment complex with 210 apartments, each of which is single occupancy, all of which is disabled and elderly population. So we're talking about a lot of people who don't have the internet or computers, even don't know how to use a smartphone, and so they're not able to reach out to anyone, and they're feeling increasingly restless. The community room closed weeks ago. The library closed. We have a small library in the building, and that closed weeks ago. And all that's left is a small smoking section out in the front of the building that is a little bit away from the front door. It's not right by the front door. And unfortunately, that area has become a hot spot for bored people. So now there's 3 benches out there, like 2-person benches, and originally everyone was sitting on one bench, and anyone else who would be out there would stand away. Now the benches are filled, people sitting side by side. Non-smokers are hanging out there too. They had a pizza party out there the other night. Someone bought pizzas and had them delivered and these are people who are all in the high risk category. And they're all wearing masks. Of course, they have them pulled down around their neck while they're smoking. And I couldn't make this up. Swear to God, this is true. One of the gentlemen actually said, "I wish these masks had a hole in them for smokers so that you could still smoke while you wore your mask." Yeah. Unfortunately for me, I'm a smoker. Okay, I quit smoking over 10 years ago, probably 12 years ago. But then my mother passed away in October, and the week before her death, she was in the ICU, and I was there the whole time, except for the last day. And my sister was there most of the time too, so she would, like, want to take a cigarette break. And she'd say, let's go outside. And I resisted for a couple of days. And then finally I was like, just give me one of those. And I've been smoking ever since. But, you know, I only smoke about 2 or 3 cigarettes a day. And I think at this point, the main reason that I haven't quit is because it's that one thing that gets me out of the apartment. Because I don't have a porch, I don't have a small yard, I have nothing. You know, I have a 1-bedroom apartment with a teeny tiny kitchen. So cooking is not fun because my bathroom is almost the same size as my kitchen. So, I mean, the living room is a decent size. It's nice for, you know, bedroom's fine. It's just you can only be inside for so long in a small space without wanting to get out. Oh, yeah, sorry for the pigtails. I was doing some TikTok videos. My daughter told me many years ago that I was much too old for pigtails. And here I am, many, many years later, wearing the pigtails. Yeah, I'm a slow learner. Anyway, so I guess it's difficult for me because I completely empathize. I do, really. I understand the differences in your lives, the changes that have happened, the dramatic changes that have happened. I also understand the financial changes that may be happening in some families and what that means. I'm also a little bit jealous of anyone who is quarantining with another human being. Because this is a little bit like solitary confinement. Anyway, yeah. I don't I never have my TV on. My apartment is extremely quiet and I like it that way. Last time the television was even turned on was when my grandson was here visiting, well, far over a month ago. So, I mean, I do watch a lot of movies, and I watch a lot of. I have Hulu. I mean, I don't have cable, but I do have all of the other necessities. I have Hulu and Netflix and HBO and Stars, the whole package, and Disney Plus. And I borrow my daughter's Amazon Prime account. So I can watch anything I want to, really. And I do it either on my iPad or on my computer, my laptop, that is. So, but I don't watch television because the news, well, my doctor recommended that I would not watch the news. And this was way before the quarantine situation. This is just since, you know, since orange is the new black, if you know what I mean. And so yeah, ever since then I can't do the news. I can't do the news. Oh my God, I can't take it. A lot of it pops up on my Facebook feed, and I watch it every now and then, and it's just unimaginable. I can't believe it's real life. It's really, really happening. He really says those things out loud. Okay, anyway, enough about that. And I also can't do commercials, make me absolutely insane. So I have the no commercials package with Hulu, so I don't have to watch any commercials. Oh my God. I don't know where I was with that I saw commercials on between shows somewhere, and I was like, this is crazy. This is like so annoying and time consuming, and oh my god, I need Doritos. Yeah. So I get it, they work. But no, my god. I don't miss them at all. I'm like so glad to not see them. You know, when the Super Bowl commercials come out, I'll watch it on YouTube. That's it. So, yes, my life has changed very little, but those little changes um, are still difficult. I can only imagine how much of a shock it must be for people with full time jobs and families to now have to live like me. Live like I always do. A little more strictly than I normally do, but yeah. I won't lie. Um, I was upset by Ellen DeGeneres because I love her. I think she's hilarious and funny and kind, and but her video, the videos that she's making right now are these little clips where her wife is holding the camera and filming. So A, she's not alone. B, she's in a mansion with a pool and a koi pond, and she can have anything delivered she wants. And see, she's calling and FaceTiming celebrities and making these little short videos on, what are you doing? How bored are you? What are you doing to keep yourself from losing your mind and keep yourself occupied? And they're cute. It's kind of cool to see celebrities talking about being stuck at home like me. But after watching a couple of them, I started to feel that her it's acting, I'm sure, but part of it is, but she's doing this whole, I'm so bored, it's terrible, it's devastating, this boredom, and it got to, I took it a little personally, thinking, uh, welcome to the other side, again, 210 people sitting in this building, not working, on disability or Social Security, all of whom have a lifestyle that you are now mocking. We don't go out because we can't afford to. We don't go to restaurants because we can't afford it. We don't get food delivered because we really can't afford it. We have to wait till a specific time of the month to get our groceries because we're waiting for the food stamps, which the orange man just decreased on all of us because he's a good man. So anyway, yeah, all of the things that, even during quarantine, all the things that people are taking for granted, myself and everyone in this building still are unable to do. So you're in quarantine and we're in solitary confinement. Feels a little like that anyway. I miss my porch. I used to have a deck out back behind the house where I had a sort of canopy thing with netting set up so I could take the parrots out and sit on the deck, and spent so much time out there. And I had a huge backyard with a creek that ran through the backyard, and birds and all kinds of animals, and now we get a lease infraction if we feed the squirrels. Understandably, because the squirrels were chewing on the wiring for the emergency generators, so they're trying to keep the squirrels as far away from the building as possible. Anyway, I've got Jeffrey, my fast asleep little chihuahua, but even he's incredibly bored. He wants to go for chicken nuggets so bad every day. He's like, are we going out today? Are we going somewhere? Because he would normally go to Kmart with me. Normally, I would go to Kmart several times a month because I get my prescriptions there, and they were always screwed up. I used to have them aligned perfectly and pick them all up at the same time, and then they got changed and different dates, and so then it was like I would go all the time, and I would shop for other stuff while I was there, and I was allowed to take him in there, and they love him. So he misses Kmart, and he misses his chicken nuggets, and now the reason I don't go to Kmart now is because Medicare approved a 90-day supply of medications so that we don't have to go back to the pharmacy. And so now I have all the medication I need for the next 3 months, so I won't have any reason at all to go back there. So it's pretty much just the grocery store. And occasionally I cheat and do a drive-through McDonald's. And again, sometimes I get in the car and just sit somewhere and borrow their Wi-Fi just so that I'm not here on the couch. And Jeffrey gets to go sit in the car with me then. And he has his own little seat in the car, so he's happy to be doing it. You know, I mean, that alone, like, he feels the same way I do as far as just sitting in the car is still better than just sitting in the house. But I'd kill for a yard. I'd kill for some squirrels to feed. Anyway, I'll be incredibly jealous when you guys all go back to work. I'm already incredibly jealous of the people who have quarantine companions of any kind. Because this takes living alone to like an epic level. Although I was thinking, this might be the best time for me to go back and try online dating again, because they can't just immediately say, let's meet. They actually have to talk to you for a while before they get to meet you. How's that? Must be driving the men freaking crazy right now. You actually have to talk to a woman before you go meet her and try to immediately have sex with her. Anyway, oh my God, 18 minutes. Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. Why do I keep doing that?